Alright, so not too terribly long ago, TikTok user Lack of Impulse Control made a video demonstrating the proper use of a menstrual disc. It's great, and I'll link to it below. But the long story short is, I have been looking for a tampon alternative because I hate pads. And menopause is a bitch and not letting me use tampons. So, I found out the hard way that menstrual cups are not for me. That was like a waste of $20, and it was incredibly painful. And I really don't want to talk about it. So, anyway, I went and got the same 14-pack of Softdisc that Lack of Impulse Control used in her videos. Because for the first time in my life, I have like a flex spending account, and I would have been out of my range because they run $13 for a 14-pack at Target, which makes them officially expensive. And that's my number one tip here, is that they are one-time use products, which makes them officially expensive. I'm not a doctor, so don't do this, but I did experiment, and I can say I personally was able to reuse each one twice, and that's the only amount of time that's like the most I felt safe using. I rinsed it out with distilled water, no soap, and I wouldn't recommend it, especially if you're prone to like yeast infections or bacterial vaginosis or anything like that. They do make reusable ones out of silicone. I'm not sure how I feel about them. I may try them out in the future. Number 2 is, do not use this if you have an IUD, because the wires will press some membranes. It doesn't matter if it's hormonal or copper. Number 3 is that they say that you can have sex with this in, which is theoretically true. But if you are having penis and vagina sex and your partner is a little longer or thicker than is average, I wouldn't honestly recommend it. I feel pretty awful during my period and don't want sex anyway, but for science, I tried that one out with something that was roughly the size of my primary partner, and yeah, that did not work out. Blood everywhere. 4. Before you insert, go pee and poop before inserting one of these, because number 5, you are going to have to bear down. Meaning, like, you're going to have to push, like you're giving birth or pooping. You need to relax your vaju enough to get this thing in. There's no applicator. You're using your fingers. Like, yeah, you're going to use your hands, not an applicator. Number 6, if you are fat or plus size, you are going to have difficulties. I do recommend squatting or standing up while inserting. It's messy to remove them. That's number 7. I don't know why I didn't foresee this. Like, it's basic physics. You have to bear down again to get it within finger access, and then you hook your finger around the silicone ring. I have one right here. Let me show you. So, when you are using it, it's sitting in your vaginal canal. Uterus is like up here somewhere. It's not going in like this, like you would with a cup or a tampon. It goes in like this and rests against your cervix, and it is perfect for that. It is very flexible. It can go into any shape you need, so even if you have problems with tampons, you can probably still get this in. But it is messy to remove them. I don't know why I didn't think about it. You have to, like, it'll be in there, and you have to kind of reach in and hook your finger, like here, and pull it out. And that puts pressure on this little collection membrane right here, which means that you do need to like hover over the toilet during removal, because it's going to spill blood everywhere. It's going to get it on your hands. You are going to want to keep like a damp paper towel or some big wet naps or something nearby on hand for that one. Number 8 is one that I didn't think of, but I figured it out like as soon as I removed it the first time, before I even had to deal with it. If you have pets that have access to your bathroom, you are going to want to rinse these out before you throw them away, because they will get to it. So what you do is, like, the little bag, normally they don't rip open like this, so I use those for disposal, but like, you know, you're sitting there with a mess all over your place, so you you put it in the little bag for safekeeping for now, wash your hands, like, insert your new disc if that's what you need, and then once you're done on the toilet, you take this thing over to the sink and rinse it out, and rinse the bag out too, because your pets will get to them. Otherwise, A++ would recommend, and I'm switching to these immediately. I'm going to look into reusable ones. I don't know how that's going to feel, but you can wear them for 12 to 14 hours at a time, so they are perfect for nighttime. They are perfect for if you have a really long day ahead of you. They worked great. Like, I get cramps, they were perfect, didn't work, didn't give me any problems. So, highly recommend this particular product. I'm going through perimenopause, and it makes things difficult down there. It can be difficult to do fun things like have sex, let alone insert things like tampons. I've had to go down and down and down and down and down in size until I can't even put them in there because of the way they sit. As I said, vagina, this is the tampon or penis or cup or whatever, whereas with the cup you just insert it real little like this. It sits in there, the muscles hold it in place, and it sits right here. Pretend this is the cervix. It collects all the blood. I had no leakage whatsoever. I was really surprised about that. I wore a pad the first day, which I hate pads, because I expected it to leak everywhere, and it did not. So highly recommend. Do consider checking it out. And if you have TikTok, do go check out Lack of Impulse Control on TikTok, because they have a really, really awesome like worldview that I think everybody could benefit from learning about. If you want to look up me, I'm at cat.thulu.inc. So that's me. I will put that below as well. And you can follow me and Raven. We do stupid shit on, well, mostly it's us door dashing or us looking for toys, but I also put other stuff up, like pictures of my cats and videos of my dog and all of that jazz. So it's worth it.